Well, the baseline, if you will, for everything I share and teach is the belief I have in an as yet undiscovered principle, alive and well in time and space, that is literally as predictable as gravity. It can be summed up in 3 words: thoughts become things. It is the end-all and be-all of living the life of our dreams. And so through my writings and recordings and the talks I give, this is the #1 message that I would like to impart to anybody, so that they can realize they are a creator, 100% creator of their reality.
Right now, think of the people you know who presently live in wealth and abundance. And if you don't know a lot of people right now who live in wealth and abundance, think of the people you know of who live in wealth and abundance. Rock stars, sports heroes, politicians. And ask yourself, what one thing do they all have in common? Did they all go to Cambridge or Harvard and get an MBA? Many were lucky to finish grade school. Well, were they all born into wealthy, well-connected families? Not the ones I know. Were they all blessed with high IQs, either intellectually or emotionally? Come on, we all know a lot of dumb rich people, right? So what then? What one thing do they all have in common? They all believed that it could happen to them.
They can't seem to shake it because that's all they think about, or they think about it in any way, harmonious or inharmonious. If they're thinking about it, if they're moving with it, they will always be in the right place at the right time. And people will be put on their path, an investor, a customer, a client, and those that don't fit the picture will be gently escorted to the side.
And then what happens? Your thoughts will strive to become the things and events of your life. It is the law.
Intelligence has never had anything to do with accumulating abundance.
Thoughts become things. And I don't mean that figuratively either. They're your thoughts. And every minute of every day, you get to choose exactly what you're going to think. And with this principle, you can bring virtually anything you can imagine into your life. And it's not just limited to material things. You can imagine more love, more joy, and more laughter. But not everything I've ever thought about has come to pass yet. And sometimes I get the questions, Mike Dooley, if thoughts becoming things is every bit as predictable as gravity, then what about those thoughts of ours, those dreams that have never seen the light of day? The explanation is ridiculously simple. Thoughts become things. Not sometimes, but all of the time. And not just our positive thoughts, but the other ones too. Because it's an immutable law, as rigid, as predictable, and as dependable as gravity. What happens when someone throws a ball into the air? Midway through its journey, it begins coming back down to earth. Why? Because it has to. It's the law. So now, this is the audience participation segment of this presentation. I want a yes or no answer. In order for that ball to come back down to earth, does it matter who threw it? Does it matter how good looking and popular they are? Does it matter where they went to school or if they flunked out? Does it matter how spiritual and good and wonderful they are? Does it matter whether or not they even know about gravity and the principles of physics for that ball to come back down to earth? Nothing matters once they throw that ball, because as it leaves their fingertips, the universe and its principles take over. And that's the exact same thing that happens once you choose your thoughts. So choose them wisely.